today. This is SBP Solutions Limited, and this is our latest podcast 101. There has been an interesting discussion that had gone on last week. Last week we discussed the basic package. We broke the basic package into 8 facets. We learned that the basic package is made up of the CV review and rewrite, a career search update, career placements, and industry updates. So this week there had been a pertinent issue that had cropped up with regard to our frequently asked questions online, and we want to invite our esteemed recruitment coordinator from SB Solutions Limited to help us clear out these doubts and other questions that had cropped up online. So basically, this podcast is meant to help both job seekers and those that are gainfully employed to be able to have the confidence to relate with us, to work with us. There are a lot of packages that we have, and there are a lot of services. So without further ado, I would want to introduce our panel. So we have with us our esteemed recruitment coordinator from SPP Solutions Limited, and today he is here to assist us answer some of the salient questions that that had cropped up on our frequently asked questions online. So without further ado, I would like to introduce him. He is Mr. Philimond Kusi-Appiah, and he is a recruitment coordinator for SPP Solutions Limited. He is very experienced because he had worked with a lot of recruitment companies in Ghana, and today he is here to assist us to resolve these questions. So, Mr. Philimond, a warm welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So, Mr. Philimond, I would like you to tell us a little bit about yourself. We don't actually know your background, so if you can give us a little brief review over, let us know something about yourself, we're very happy. Mr. Philimond, over to you.
Okay, I'm Philimond Kusi-Appiah. I graduated from University of Ghana. I've worked in the recruitment industry for a quite number of years now, almost, if I'm not exaggerated, almost like getting to my 7th year in the recruitment industry.
Okay.
I started as a recruitment associate way back 2014. Yeah, if my memory serves me right, at Job for Africa. Okay. From there, I moved to JLP, Engineering Solutions. Then from JLP, I came to SBP Solutions Limited. Where at SBP, where I served as a recruitment coordinator. Yeah, so basically, this is a little bit I can say for myself.
Okay, thank you for this short intro about yourself. So in SBP Solutions Limited, I would like to know how your role plays out in the general mix of roles in SBP Solutions Limited. What actually do you do?
Okay, at SBP or in SBP Solutions, what I do is I serve as a liaison between the company and the job candidates or the job applicants.
Okay.
We are in an era where the increase in technology advancement has affected the old way of recruitment.
Yeah.
Gone are the days where people now send their CVs in soft copies to various companies. And now, some companies have outsourced all these recruiting processes to other agencies. Okay. So my role as SBP, therefore, I serve as a liaison, like as I said earlier, to make sure companies get the right candidate to fill the various role, and also to make sure the right candidate also get the right company to be working with.
Okay, so basically that is how your role plays out, how you listen.
Yes, please.
Okay. And I don't know, how many CVs do you actually work on each day? How many CVs do you actually work on?
Okay, at each job post, it varies. If you ask me how many CVs that we work on per day, it varies per the position. We have some technical roles and have also some casual roles, and also have for blue collar jobs. So it depends on each role we are working on. So I will start with the technical. With the technical roles like engineers and other special positions. Sometimes you can even go through with my team. You can even go through the pool of maybe 100 and over CVs per day before you can get the right candidates, even shortlisted. But with the other casual roles like accounting, human resource, administrative assistant role, you can even go through getting to 500 to 800 CVs
Really?
a day. Yeah, before sometimes I can even get like 6-7 people that really qualify for.
After going through all those tons of CVs?
Yes.
Really? Then your job is very demanding.
And yeah, it's very demanding, very stressful too.
Okay. And do you think SVP Solutions Limited is strategically positioned to actually help both job seekers and those that are gainfully employed to land jobs? Are they prepared to do this?
Sure. SVP, SVP is an emerging brand, and at least with a quite number of our clients we have. Some, if you know all these companies, at least we've been able to work. We are working in some of them, at least we worked in the past. If you are not strategically positioning yourself, there's no way you can get through this, because we already have some existing agencies out there for which even majority of Ghanaians knows about. But the SVP have been able to at least to penetrate through the market with the kind of services we are providing. And one of our core mandate, and what sometimes the kind of things at least that have made us stand out in terms of strategy, we always tell our clients within 48 hours you'll be able to give you the right candidate you are looking for.
Wow.
So working at SBP, we always make sure our clients' needs are being served as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. Can you say on top of your head the number of clients that probably you are handling? The clients in the country.
About the country, there are quite a number of clients, so the time will not permit me to mention all those clients, but at least the few ones, because of this podcast, we have Camelot Prints.
Okay.
We have Monihani groups of company where at least we service Polytank. That's a subsidiary of Monihani. Also, we serve the United Foods Industries.
Okay.
We've worked with multi-pro private distributors of Indomie. At least Indomie, everybody knows in Ghana. And also, we also work for some automobile industry. We've worked with Stu Beats. We are still working with all this kind of. We are serving Runner Motors, as well as HMD Heavy Machinery Dealership.
Wow, wow. Then you have quite an impressive list of clients that you work with, and it's quite impressive as it were. So the question, paying to land a job, what do you think? Do you think it's a right statement to put forth? Paying to land a job. People see it to be very strange. Should you or should job seekers and those that are gainfully employed, do they have to actually pay recruitment agencies to assist them in land job? Is it an odd statement? What do you think?
Answering such questions, sometimes you need to first of all be in the shoes of maybe an unemployed graduate for a position. Most of us have been there before. And I remember those days when I was not working, I keep asking myself, what should I pay to get a job? Yeah. And the first question, somebody that helped me at least to clear this doubt was the person asked me, why should I pay university tuition before I get admission to the university? Mm-hmm. So using that analogy, one thing I would say in that regard is, you are not paying to get yourself a job. You are paying for a package, for which the package will not prepare you to get the job that you're looking for. So it's not that you are paying to get a job. If after the payment with SBP Solutions, we have series of training our potential applicant or candidates goes through, and also we also assist them in their career development. We also assist them in how at least they can be focused in terms of career building, and also those who are already working in terms of career change, and also make sure at least their CVs have been at least worked on or right to meet standards. Because most often, sometimes with what I said, one thing I also saw, the reason why sometimes people don't even qualify for a job. Your CV serves as at least an intro of you. At least nobody have ever met you before. But how your CV is well organized determines the kind of person you are. Meanwhile, how your CV is does not really tell how you perform on the job, but at least it gives some perception about the kind of person at least we are recruiting.
The first impression.
Yeah, first impression indeed.
Okay, so you work on these rules, like you work on these CVs, trying to make it a fit for the market or job market there, so that at least the candidate can land jobs. So you don't see paying to land job, like paying to land a job, as something that is quite odd, because like I said, there is this a sense of negative sentimentalism around the paying of job, the paying to land job, particularly when you pay money to the recruitment agencies. Why do you think there is this negative sentiment around?
Okay, thank you. One thing I will say in that regard is, if you say negative sentiment, for which to some extent I will agree with you, to some extent I will not, in the case that since we are humans, and at least we are dealing with people. Some mostly can be a speculation. Somebody might not really have experienced such issue, but sometimes out of rumor, because he paid. And also I think, before I come back to that, sometimes some recruitment companies don't really get time to explain the reason why they are asking for people to come and register for jobs. So some people think they are registering to get job, but they don't know after you are being registered, assuming you are an account person, and the time you sign on, there was no accounting job. Then it might take some period of time before maybe accounting jobs comes in.
Okay.
And during that time, I expect with SBP, during that time, you engage with all our client people who have picked up a package. Okay. We take them through trainings, at least just to prepare them, and also make sure at least they are CV fit for job, in as much as we are looking for job for them on their behalf. And we don't look. It's not like we are looking for job because they've paid. No.
Okay.
At least it's an industry. Anybody that's available, we think you're fit for it. At least you make sure we give you the opportunity, at least for you to be interviewed.
Okay, because you told me that quite a number of people, whenever they call and they're about to pay for the packages, they would actually say that if I'm to pay for this package, are you to guarantee me that I get a job? Well, so you feel that the negative, the sentiment might have affected some people in answer such a question. What do you think?
Oh yeah. Since since every company has its way of at least making sure they're able to balance their books, even though sometimes the jobs might not be there. But I'm sure I've heard of such incident before, where at least companies are now there's even no job, they'll now arrange for interview to pay money from candidates.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard such, but I've not experienced. So that's what I've heard.
Okay.
So it means, since at least people are making such allegations, it means it has happened before. So people don't, with SBP, you don't pay to get placement.
Okay.
You pay to get yourself being packaged to get yourself a good job to do.
So it's the packaging that they pay
the
for.
package is what they pay for. It's not but there are times at least we also approach people at least who don't even have any business with SBP, where those people were able to get job to do.
Oh, okay.
So they pay for the package, not for placement. For which the placement is within the package. You get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, it's quite astonishing that such sentiment is still like online. But what do you think? What final words do you have for people who are still having issues with trust, like they have trust issues, to move forward, to make that the determinate steps to move to SBP, to start working with us? Because, like you are saying, there are a lot of packages and services that would benefit these people, but they are still having this apathetic feeling towards making a definite move to start working with us. What do you have to say to these people?
Yeah, one thing my advice to them is, I remember when after school, when I was searching for a job, and I had a similar encounter. So the one thing the man told me then was a fat of a meat is being determined by putting the meat on fire. So when the meat is on fire, at least you could be able to know the quantity of fat in that meat, or maybe exposing the meat to the sunlight. You see whether the meat contains fat or not. So one thing I would say with SBP, I can assure them at least they should try us and see if you are like other agencies, at least they perceive to be, at least they'll take your money, you never heard of them. And also, I think one other thing I also recommend, they can check on our website. At least we have some candidates, at least we've played, they have their testimonies too over there. I think they can do their background investigation to find out if whatever's in that way, at least we are telling them is very genuine or not.
Okay, so that is the sbpafrica.com.
sbpafrica.com, yeah.
Oh, okay. We are very happy that at least when you called you to come and be part of this esteemed panel, you came, and although you are a very busy person, you've been able to set aside time to come and join us and to give us a breakdown of these questions. At least you've been able to help us to understand what these questions pertain and stuff. So we are very much happy Maybe in the course of the week, if there are issues or questions that need to be answered, we will invite you over to come and join us. Then you will help us to also resolve some of these questions. These questions that we asked apparently came from frequently asked questions. So as and when more questions come along, we will be inviting you to assist us answer them. So that is just about that. And we also thank our listeners for having time to listen to us. This is quite a lengthy podcast, but we feel it is also very necessary that both job seekers and those that are gainfully employed, if they are to follow us on our social handles, Facebook, Instagram, they will glean from these recordings very important points that they can help, it will help them in their career pursuits. So basically, we also invite those that do not know about this channel to follow us on Facebook, they should like, and follow our pages also on like YouTube. You can follow our channels. You can also click on the small bell to receive notifications so that whenever we drop new podcasts, you will also know what is going on. And we also thank the engineers around who made this possible, making sure there's no technical hitches in that situation. So we thank all our listeners apparently who contributed their quota to the success of this podcast. So next week we'll be discussing a very pertinent issue also. We'll be discussing how attitude plays a role in the general mix of employment. How does the attitude of an individual play a role? So my name is Francis. This is SPP Solutions Limited. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.